What do you mean you saw kids shot in the head every single day? I said, to myself, maybe there's just one sadistic, psychotic sniper in Khan Yunis near European hospital, and maybe that's why there were kids shot in the head every day. So I started asking other people, the other people that wrote that signed the letter, for example, did you see kids shot in the head? Oh yeah, everybody said, oh yeah, definitely, definitely. How often? Every day, sometimes more than once a day. So for all of the people who've been to Gaza, I can't vouch for literally every single person, but for almost everyone who's been there, everyone that signed the letter certainly, to have seen children shot in the head in multiple different hospitals across multiple different time periods, and to see it on a regular basis, that means it's being tolerated, at the very least being tolerated by the Israeli army. The Israelis are not idiots. They know exactly what their soldiers are doing. It's outrageous. I mean, how is that tolerated by a professional army? It shows very clearly what the goal of the Israeli attack is, or rather what it's not. The goal of the Israeli attack is clearly not to get rid of Hamas. It's to get rid of the Palestinians. It's very, very clear and obvious after spending just 2 weeks there. It's not hard to see. Me and 44 of my colleagues wrote a letter to the Biden administration. All of us had served in the Gaza Strip, and we thought it was important to tell the administration what we saw and what we think it means for U.S. policy towards Israel and the Palestinians. The main thing we wanted to emphasize to the administration was the use of force and the use of American weapons it's not only being directed at Hamas, and other Palestinian groups. It's also clearly and obviously being directed at civilians on purpose, and that's not something we want our tax dollars and the support of our own government going to. So we decided to write the letter. It's very hard to be there and not see what's going on. There were a few major things that we discussed in the letter. The first one was the overall death toll is much, much higher than the deaths by violence that are reported by the Gaza Ministry of Health. Those are approaching 40,000 now, but even just the violent deaths are certainly being undercounted. There are lots of bodies that are completely unidentifiable and never will be, just because of the nature of how they were killed. But those numbers don't even attempt to take into account deaths from disease and starvation. In many wars, starvation is a byproduct of the war. But in this case, it's widely accepted that Israel is deliberately depriving Gaza of food. Israel is deliberately starving Gaza's population. So these are not small numbers of people, and that the most conservative estimate we could come up with was 92,000 dead since October, and that's an enormous percentage of the population of Gaza. I believe it's about 4.2% of the population in just a year. That's a tremendous rate of killing, and it's utterly unjustifiable. The goal of the letter was to raise awareness and to make it very clear that even American physicians who are going there on the ground and seeing what happened, some of them are veterans, some of us are trauma surgeons, some of us are orthopedic surgeons, plastic surgeons, nephrologists, pediatricians, obstetricians, and gynecologists. Everybody has seen the same thing, and everybody's saying the same thing. The American bombs that Israel is dropping on Gaza are so incredibly powerful. They are meant to destroy reinforced military installations. They're meant to destroy tanks. They're meant to destroy troop concentrations. They're not meant to obliterate civilian neighborhoods. It's absolutely outrageous.